What's up guys, Matt back again with another video, and today we're going to be discussing the new Dragon Ball figures releasing in September 2024. Before we dive into the video, please remember to subscribe and hit the bell, like the video, comment your thoughts down below for us to discuss, follow me on my socials, and consider becoming a YouTube member to enter into our monthly giveaways and Discord server so our community can help you on your Dragon Ball figure collecting journey. Alright, we'll try and make this video short and sweet for you guys. We have about I think three, maybe four, different Crane figure releases. 1/2 of them are a re-release, and then we have the Ichiban Kuji that is releasing in September 2024. So we will go through from the Crane figures first into the Ichiban Kuji, as I like to do from time to time, starting out with the latest Matchmakers release coming out September 5th, 2024. We have Super Android 17. Now, something I do want to talk about as we're looking at this figure is that there has been a little bit of a GT resurgence in Bandai's figures. So we've seen things like Super Baby 2 coming to the Gigantic series. We have these cool Matchmakers figures coming. And of course, the December Ichiban Kuji has our first GT mass release figures in the longest time. But there is something that was revealed just today at the time of recording this video. I'm recording this a couple days before this is probably out. But they did reveal something in the Ichiban Kuji that we'll talk about that makes me wonder, are Dragon Ball GT figures about to start making a comeback in Ichiban Kuji? We'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, Super 17 is coming. He is going to be on a base and a stand. We've seen it in photos. I'll try and share photos in this video so that you guys can see kind of what he looks like in person. He is going to be 16 centimeters. I'm assuming that is the height on the stand because Matchmakers figures aren't usually the biggest. So he will be a little bit smaller to scale, but we'll see once these come out. And if you're interested in Dragon Ball GT and you like collecting Matchmakers, this will be out. We'll be doing a giveaway for this figure set, him and GT Goku, this month for our monthly giveaway. So if you want to become a Discord member, the $10 giveaway will have this as an option for you. But let's move on to his partner figure here. Also coming out on September 5th, Super Saiyan GT Goku. And man, I love GT Goku. Just the fact that it's like Kid Goku and he goes Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 3. It's always a treat to see him. It really brings me back to the old Dragon Ball toys that I had growing up. I forgot what they're called. I think they were called like the Battle Collection or something like that. And they had the very golden hair on the figures. Back when I was a kid, I thought they looked awesome. Looking at them now, I'm like, ooh, they're kind of ugly, but nostalgic, But yeah, he comes separately. As you know, Matchmakers figures do not come together. You have to buy them separately or win them separately in the Crane game in Japan. So yeah, he will come separately. He's going to be 9 centimeters, so obviously much smaller than Android 17. But they're going to pair well. They're going to go fist to fist in this set. So if you do decide to pick these as your giveaway choice during this month's September giveaway, I will be giving both to one winner if you choose that. So keep that in mind. GT Goku is coming. Moving on. So here are the re-releases that are coming this month. GxMateria, Super Vegito, and Kid Buu, September 19th, 2024. Now, I don't know if they're going to be sold together or separately. It would be kind of cool if they were sold together, but judging by these two images, they will be sold separately from each other, just like the original releases were. I forgot what year they came out in. I think they came out in 2022. Yeah, so Vegito came out December 2022, and Majin Buu came out January 2023. So not that long ago, but long enough that I guess maybe they were harder to find for collectors, because for GxMateria figures, Varrock really cooked with these. I think both of these are some of the best GxMateria figures you can get. So it is interesting that they decided to re-release them. And the reason I think they are is because the upcoming Dragon Ball Daima anime is going to be heavily referencing the Majin Buu arc, the Majin Buu saga. So you're going to see a lot of new characters and some callbacks to the Majin Buu section of Dragon Ball Z, which excites me because the Buu arc is my favorite arc of all of Dragon Ball. So really, really excited for that. But yeah, Vegito, 17 centimeters. I don't think they're both 17 centimeters. I know Majin Buu is smaller, so keep that in mind. But yeah, those are getting a re-release in September. And then finally, we have the new Solid Edge Works Android 18, September 19th. She releases, and they're finally showing off the trio. Android 17 released in August. Android 18 releases in September, and I think Android 16 comes out in October this year. I gotta say, they look, maybe not 17, but 16 and 18 look a lot better than their mass release versions that came out in 2022. But you know, they won't have shading. They won't be as big to scale as those. So just keep that in mind when you pick them up. But Android 18 looks really good, man. And let's check out her size. I believe she is 17 centimeters approximately in size. Oh, and I see Android 16 comes out in November, so not October. So there will be a month gap in between those releases, which is interesting. I forget who is coming out in October, if we are getting an October Solid Edge Works figure. But yeah, Android 18 is coming out. Yeah, my opinion is that these three look pretty good for Solid Edge Works, but it is always interesting to see how it comes out in person, because Solid Edge Works can definitely be a lot different in person than the photos that they share. So we will see. Now the big one. Dragon Ball Snap Collection is our Ichiban Kuji for this month, and we speculated what all this meant because we saw the characters, and we finally see the small prizes, which one of them I really am excited for. I think I'm gonna pick up. But we saw these characters, but we also saw Dragon Ball GT was noted for this set, even though none of these are GT characters. So we were very curious as to what that meant. And I think this might hint to future Dragon Ball GT figures coming down the line, maybe within Omnibus, maybe within their own theme set in 2025. And we'll talk about that now. So the set officially releases Saturday, September 21st, 2024. Probably the day before, on the 20th/19th. You might start seeing listings on like Zen Market or Buyee. You can obviously, some people will put these up for pre-order on places like eBay. I wouldn't recommend that just because they really jack up the prices on those. So it's probably best for you to wait about a month, 1 to 6 months before you pick up an Ichiban Kuji like this, because they're always going to be super expensive on day one. They're going to be super expensive on week one. Dragon History that just came out is a good example of that. You know, me as a content creator, I picked it up day one and it cost me like $500 for the whole set. Whereas you can get the whole set for probably $150 now. No lie. Like, you can get it super cheap now. But let's talk about the whole Ichiban Kuji here. Let's use these like nice production photos that they finally gave us of these. Prize A is Son Goku, Dragon Ball Snap figure. The A prize is a 3D figure of Son Goku that is an exact reproduction of the impressive illustration, which, yes, this is an illustration from Toriyama. From the jacket to the gloves and boots, the color coding is expressed in the fine details, and the bicycle chain is also reproduced with the utmost precision. It's going to be approximately 18 inches in height. We did see some in real life photos of this. It doesn't look like there's any shading on any of the figures in this set, which is a disappointment. However, I do think the quality of the sculpts, what they're referencing, and the design of all of these is much better than like Dragon History. It's definitely way better than next month's Fantastic Adventure Kuji. I'm not really looking forward to reviewing that, but I will. And this will be on a base. I probably have photos on the screen already if I didn't put them up already. But yeah, most of these will be on a base, but I think they still look really good, and they reference a very cool part of Dragon Ball's history through Toriyama's illustrations. The next one is Prize B, Son Gohan, Dragon Ball Snap figure. The B prize lineup features Son Gohan in a casual scene from the anime's opening scene. So yes, this is from the opening of Dragon Ball Z, the second opening during the Buu arc. We Got a Power, which is one of my favorite ones. And Gohan is obviously seen riding his bike in the beginning of this, of the opening, before he like goes onto the Nimbus Cloud and flies with Goten and Trunks. This is the first time that the uniform has been made into a 3D costume for Ichiban Kuji. That's very cool. And he's sculpted in 3D with his father, Son Goku, straddling a different colored bicycle. Yeah, so that is very cool. He goes very well along with Goku. I'm sure they reused some of the sculpting and techniques for both of these because they do look extremely similar. But it's not a big deal because, you know, it looks so much different than the Goku one. You know, at first glance, you probably wouldn't notice if they reused any of the assets, or at least like the base molding of the actual like body and the head of the figure. So I think this looks great. Definitely love seeing Gohan in his school uniform. I'm hoping we get a master release of Gohan in his school uniform one day, but I guess we'll have to wait and see for that. But moving on, we have Prize C. It is Son Goku Boyhood version, aka Kid Goku, Dragon Ball Snap figure. This one will not be on a base. He's going to have a regular support, so I'm actually going to see how well he compares to master release figures. The C prize features a young Son Goku wearing a flying hat, which is rarely made into a figure. Correct. Yeah, this is another Toriyama illustration. This impressive illustration has been faithfully reproduced and includes the rare costume that does not appear in the film, as well as the monkey. He's going to be about 15 centimeters tall, which is a very good size, which means it's going to be like around 5-6 inches probably in person, which is pretty close to what we've been seeing with other like child characters within Ichiban Kuji, which is very cool. He's pretty much like a master release, man. He just doesn't have any shading. So I am very curious to see how he's gonna compare in person. I could probably proudly display him on my Dragon Ball shelf without any, you know, issues. He'll probably blend in really well. Definitely one of my most looked forward to figures in this set. Absolutely. Moving on, probably my second most looked forward to figure in this set is the D prize Lunch Dragon Ball Snap figure. If you guys don't know, my girlfriend's favorite character is Lunch, so I have a soft spot towards her just because, you know, my girlfriend loves you know, the character. She loves dressing like blonde Lunch, which makes me a happy man. But anyways, D prize is the impressive illustration of Lunch, which is making its first appearance in Ichiban Kuji. Yes, Bandai, please give us more characters like Lunch, more Lunch figures, maybe in Master Release. You know, other smaller characters are super fun to see. Not only is Lunch's outfit, such as his ribbon and gloves, what? But the bike she rides on is also carefully crafted down to the smallest detail, making this a masterpiece. Hey, her pronouns are she, her. So get with it, Bandai. She's approximately 14 centimeters. This is another one that is not going to be on a base or a stand, which is awesome. I love seeing that. I believe this is from another illustration from Toriyama, and it's good to see Lunch represented in this way. I want to see more figures of her, and just having this not on a base and a stand will make it super cool. Again, I think I can, you know, carefully place this on my Dragon Ball shelf, and, you know, it'll blend in pretty well. All right, before we get to the last one prize, they did reveal the smaller prizes. This is the only one that I'm really interested in, but I love it. It is a mug of Lunch about to, I don't know if she's yawning or if she's about, yeah, she's yawning. And you can see like Goku, oh yeah, I remember it. She like starts to yawn and everyone thinks she's about to sneeze, so they hide from her, which you can actually see on the inside of the mug. You can see Goku, Roshi, and Krillin hiding before they think she's about to sneeze. Very awesome. Prize E is a mug that will be the first product in the Ichiban Kuji Dragon Ball series in a long time. The design of Lunch yawning on the front and Goku and his friends hiding on the inside are reminiscent of the story. It's going to be 9 centimeters. I hope this isn't a plastic mug. I don't think it's a plastic mug. So with that being said, I would love to have this in my own mug collection. We love getting mugs because we drink a lot of coffee and a lot of tea in this house, and it's just very, very cool. So if it is an actual ceramic mug, I would love to have that myself. Moving on, we do have some rubbers. Now, this is where my tinfoil hat starts to get put on, and this is where the Dragon Ball GT side of this Kuji starts to really pop out, and I'm starting to wonder, are we going to see more Dragon Ball GT figures? Because sometimes they do hint at future Master Release figures in the smaller prizes of Ichiban Kuji. So as you can see, we have Bulma, Pan as rubber stands, and we also have Goku and Roshi from the eye catch, Goku and Oolong from the eye catch, the original Dragon Ball logo, as I think, what are these? I don't even know what these are. Coin cases. They're coin cases. Okay, interesting. And then you have these little rubber prizes of the Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Z logo. Prize F is a rubber collection consisting of 3 products. The lineup includes a logo rubber with the official logo design that can be displayed alongside the figure, a rubber stand of Bulma and Pan that allows you to recreate the ending scene in your everyday life, and a practical coin case with an eye-catching and logo design, making this a product that can be enjoyed in a variety of ways. Very, very interesting. Seeing Pan is very cool from GT, along with the GT logo. So at first you're like, I don't know, Matt, that's kind of a stretch if there's going to be Dragon Ball GT figures. But then we get here to the acrylic charms. The G prize is an acrylic charm with a clear material design using a scene shot. There are 9 designs in total, each featuring memorable scenes from the opening and ending of the anime, so be sure to collect them all. But what we can see here is we see Kid Goku riding the Nimbus in front of a car. You know, lots of scenes from Dragon Ball Z, and then we see 3 scenes from Dragon Ball GT, which is very interesting. And in them we see Pan, Goku, Trunks, and Giru from the anime, which are very, very interesting figures, especially when we start to think about Omnibus Ultimate. Now, before we get there, this is what really kind of solidified, like, hey, I think GT might be out there in 2025. Prize H are die-cut stickers. I don't know what a die-cut is, but there are 6 types to choose from with various design concepts, such as a heartwarming design that collects eating scenes from the movie, a design that collects illustrations that can be cut out and put in your phone, and a Polaroid style design. Be sure to find your favorite design. So here we see a lot. We see, Buu. We see a lot more Buu stuff. So that's why I'm thinking next year we're going to see a lot of Buu representation, especially with Daima, OG Dragon Ball Z. But then we see GT again with Kid Goku, Pan, Trunks, and Giru. So if we can possibly get these 4 characters from Dragon Ball GT as figures, especially with Master Release Plus, I can see Giru being included with a Pan figure. Super easy. That would be awesome. I would absolutely love to have figures like that. And with the Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku coming out in Omnibus Ultimate, they can easily reuse his body to make a base form GT Goku. It would be super simple. They do it all the time, so I would not be surprised. I prize is the Jacquard mini towel. The I prize lineup includes a Jacquard mini towel that can be folded up and easily carried around. There are 7 types to choose from, each with a design of various characters. The material is cotton, making it a practical item that you'll want to carry around with you wherever you go. I'm not that impressed with these towels. They actually look pretty low quality, if I'm being honest. But I do, I think some of the designs are kind of cute, but they look low quality. So I won't say much more about that. And then finally, the last one prize, the figure that I'm probably looking forward to the most in this set, is Kid Gohan Dragon Ball Snap figure. The last prize features a young son Gohan recreating the memorable scene from the anime's ending. So if you guys watch the Japanese version of Dragon Ball Z, there is Zenkai Power as the ending song for most of the episodes up until the Buu arc. And this is something that you see literally right at the end of the ending. So it is very cool to see, and it's also a reference to Sun Wukong, which Goku and Gohan have made plenty of references to in the past. The detailed pattern of his costume, which is being made into a 3-dimensional figure for the first time in Ichiban Kuji, again, very cool, is also reproduced in detail. The dragon that features in the ending is also made into a 3-dimensional figure, making this a voluminous item that is unique to Ichiban Kuji. Very cool. I'm actually pretty excited for this Ichiban Kuji set. I think it has a lot of promise, even though it looks like a lot of these figures aren't going to feature any type of shading. I am still looking forward to see, what they look like in person, how they scale, how they fit into a collection, etc., etc. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Are you interested in picking up any of these figures that we talked about during this month? Are you going to import them? Are you going to wait for their overseas release? Are you going to enter into this month's giveaway to win either the whole Ichiban Kuji set or at least one of them, or maybe one of the Crane figures? Let me know down in the comment section. Let's have a discussion. Let me know your theories for 2025 if you think GT might be coming, and we'll just have a cool discussion about it. Of course, I also want to thank our members that are currently part of the channel. Again, if you'd like to join the Discord server, it's only $3. You don't have to renew after that. You get permanent access as long as you're not a jerk. And then if you want to get into the giveaways, there's a $10, $15, and $20 membership. Obviously, the higher memberships get more valuable prizes and so on and so forth. We do this every month. It's a growing community, super duper fun. I thank the people that are supporting so far. And yeah, I appreciate all you guys for watching this far. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you haven't already. But until the next video, guys, I will see you all later.